Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be doing our 1 month recap for Merrill Edge. We're going to go over the IRA and the Roth IRA performance for the month of June, talk about what stocks we either purchased, what stocks paid out dividends, where those dividends are currently sitting, either in cash or where they were invested. Take a look at the performance of each stock, whether it went up or down for the month of June. Talk about the equity change between the end of the month May and the end of the month June, and then how my performance did in comparison to the S&P 500, Dow Jones, and the Nasdaq. So that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. If you are brand new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified every time I plan on going live or put out content, because I do put it out every single week. So let's go ahead and get into it. So last month in May, my equity for my total portfolio, so here this is a screenshot of my total portfolio, was $8,568.39. This included my IRA and my Roth IRA. I had closed out my cash managed account. I had moved $11,000 out of my Roth IRA in order to fund my business. So back in May of 2018, I wanted to get into real estate. That was my new investment vehicle. I looked up whether I needed to have an LLC or just use an umbrella policy, decided to create an LLC, make a business account. Now, in order to make offers, I needed to show funds. I needed to show people that I was able to make that offer. So I needed to fund my business account. So I moved my money out of my savings, my individual account, my Roth IRA, in order to fund that account in order to do what I could put in offers. I made 2 offers last week. Both of them were denied, but I'm continuously making offers. My goal right now is 10 offers a month or more. So during my off time, I'm now doing research on houses and seeing where I need to make offers, let my agent know, and then he makes those offers. So here, back on Merrill Edge, that's what kind of went on during May and going into June. That's why you'll see that the difference is there. Dividend income, if you head over to my website here on the bottom taskbar right down there, you'll see my website, financial-investor.com. I update my portfolio and my dividends. So in the month of July, I made 75 cents in dividends, which will cover what stock paid me that hefty dividend there of 75 cents. And then also on my portfolio, I keep my portfolio up to date. So this is just updated on Sunday with my current holdings for my Roth IRA and my IRA there. Now flipping over here, this is what's showing up on my website. So inside my Roth IRA, someone had asked me, how's my Merrill Edge account doing? Well, my Roth IRA, it's holding on to 3 stocks. It's holding on to Tetron Components, which is an electronic wholesaler. I have 2 shares of them. I also hold Boardwalk Pipelines. This is an energy oil pipeline company, BWP. I own 1 share of them. And then I have Annaly Cap Management. This is a financial, it's a sort of a mortgage. They do mortgages and other financial things that they do. And I hold 1 share of them. They didn't increase any sort of dividends during the month of June, so that everything remained the same. I also didn't get paid out any dividends from them, so nothing was done there. That remained exactly the same. Same buy price, same dividend, same all. IRA wise, my main holding across my portfolio over on Merrill Edge is Apple. I own 45 shares of them. I bought them back in, I think, February. We'll go over. So here I have my IRA book. This is like the story of my portfolio. We're going to go over how's my portfolio performing and some other little stuff. So that's what we're going to be covering here in just a minute. So we'll go over Apple. That's what's inside my IRA primarily. And then UNM, this is a financial, but it's mainly accident and health insurance. They sell products for the disabled, for disabled products for, within the United States for those that need them. And they do life insurance and long-term care insurance and just other stuff. They haven't done so well, so we're going to talk about performance here in just a second. Now, how did the performance for the 1 month go? Here we can see in May that Tate had gone up, oil had gone down, financials had gone up slightly, Apple had gone up very nicely, and then this other financial insurance had gone down by quite a bit. In the month of June, I had my oil sector, oil's on the up. President Trump's putting some sanctions on Iran, telling companies they need to stop importing from Iran. We're going to be bumping up our own production of oil by 20%. So you're going to see gas prices slowly begin to decrease, hopefully. I know I went out, just put in 17 gallons into my wife's car, paid out 60 bucks. So I'm really hoping some oil prices go down, but that's really not that bad. Anyways, so 1 month performance for oil, I made 10.35%. My buy-in stock performance, 14.15% for my Boardwalk pipeline. Tatron electronic components, the electronic wholesaler, they had gone down by 0.59%. I bought them at a dip last month. They had actually gone down, oh, they had gone up 24.82%. So I had made out a little bit of that. Maybe, yeah, they went down slightly this month. So I'm still up on my buy-in performance. I'm up 9.03%. No biggie there. And then my financial here, they went down by 1.44%. Down in my buy-in performance of 0.10%. This company, I'm not sure how financials will play out. I see JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Wells Fargo all going down month after month, losing money. And, you know, they put out good earnings, all of them, you know, like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, but they're, you know, with the yield curve flattening out and interest rates are rising, which should be helping out their loans. I know we lend out a lot of money. I work at a credit union. That's how we make our money, by lending out and having people pay it back. So to see these banks and institutions, they're increasing their bottom line. They put out their earning reports and they're saying that their earnings are growing, they're becoming more profitable, but their stock is just getting hammered. I'm waiting for them to kind of flip back around, and I think the stock will turn back around here in the next 3 to 6 months. We'll see some gains there. Apple, services, tech, iPhone, you know, all that stuff. They had a bad month. This month, you can see down 2.7%. This is my primary stock I hold within my account over on Merrill Edge. So my buy-in stock performance actually fell from 15.04 to currently 13.96% during the month of June. And then my other financial here, its 1 month performance went down 5.44%. I didn't really track why they had gone down by so much, but my buy-in stock performance is currently down 5.15%. I do own 3 shares of them. They're actually bigger than my other ones, and yeah, I should probably look at that one, what happened to that one, but that's something you need to do. But my main thing right now is every month I'm trying to make at least 10 deals on houses. So I'm going on to, you know, I'm having my realtor send me information every single day. I get an email, hey, what houses went up pending, what are now active, how long they've been on the market, and I try and screen about 1 to about 4 houses a day and see whether they would cash flow as fix and flips, or, you know, how much I would get if I fix and flipped them, or how much they would cash flow if I fix, flipped, and rented them out. So every time I get one, I send it to my agent with the information, hey, make an offer at this price. So that's where I've been doing primarily instead of researching stocks. And I was paid out 1 dividend, 1 stock paid me out. For my 5 shares of Ford, they paid me out 75 cents. So I owned Ford back, and looks like April was when the last time I held them, and then I must have sold them off before my end of May. So at the end of May, I had sold off my Ford, but I had still captured the ex-dividend date, so they paid me out a whopping 75 cents. That's pretty nice there. Now moving into my IRA, look, how's my portfolio performing? This just takes a little bit. Let's go ahead and minimize that. Now, while this is loading up here, we had a screenshot from back in May. You can see that the total equity was at 8568.39. I have a screenshot here of my current holdings for, let's see here, for June. So my current equity now, at the very end of June, you can see the date here, 6/30/2018. I just logged on, got the screenshot. I'm now sitting at $8,485.33. This is primarily due to my IRA going down here. You can see my Roth IRA did climb, but my IRA, because it is so heavy with Apple, and Apple took that hit, that my total portfolio fell by, you know, a little bit there. And if we go to our handy dandy percentage difference, we can punch in the difference here. So I'm now sitting at 8485.33, and I was sitting at 8568.39. So 856839, 8568.39, and then my new holding, which is that 8485.33, which is here on top, and that's a difference of 0.97%. So my portfolio for the month of June lost 0.97%. And that's fine. Apple had some news come out that they may, some of their products, production wise, going to be decreasing by 20%, and that happened back in April as well. So, buy an opportunity there. So here, my current balance, which is what I had just had in that screenshot, I believe, 8485.33. Okay, so maybe I got paid out some dividends. Not sure why it's slightly higher there, but interest and dividends from January till now was $33.27 based off the current assets that I have in that portfolio. So my holding performance, I'm down $26.07, but because my interest and dividends offsets that, my portfolio is currently up by 0.09%. Since I've rolled over my 401k from my old provider into my IRA. You can see here when I rolled it over and I had invested into the market, my stock performance had actually tanked down at the max of 10.8% in May is when I was down the furthest. It turned right around and went up with Apple. I had a gain in June of 1.09 and then had came down this month. As you know, my performance has came down slightly. I'm now at 0.09% positive. So I did lose about 1% of my IRA, my return there. 1% loss there for the month of June. Now, what is in my portfolio? As you know, I hold it all basically in equities, large cap being Apple, small cap being UNM, my insurance and accident company there. Information technology and financial. Here we can click on these. It tells us how much of them are in our portfolio. So Apple takes up 98.69% of my equity, and my UNM, my accident and health insurance company, this takes up the remaining 1.31% with $110 invested in there. Here we can see my portfolio holdings and other information. So how are my holdings doing? Well, glad you asked. Apple has gone up by 13.96%, 13.96% since I've begun holding it. And you can see here I bought it at a nice $162.43. UNM, I bought this one at 60. Oh, okay. I bought it at $39. It's now at 36.99. I've lost 5.15% since I bought this stock. That's exactly what I have here. And kind of proceeding down, what are my gains and losses? I think we've already covered that. You know, I'm up in Apple, down in UNM. I don't care about UNM. It's just a stock that I wanted to hold some sort of financials in my portfolio. Figured I would buy a few. I don't really like holding financials myself. There's just very risky there. You know, especially with Wells Fargo out there just handing out random loans and taking people's money and doing this and that with it. Not to say that JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs would ever do that. I have Goldman Sachs, that high yield savings account over there, and then I have my business account at Chase. But here we can see that we're expected over the next 12 months to get paid out from Apple and my other companies for $134.08. Does that match 134.08? So it's slightly off based off the calculations here. I'm not sure how it calculates that. 134.08, yeah, same thing. So I won't go over my dividends. This is my dividends for my IRA, and it kind of shows you how those would get paid out. $32.84 would come from Apple each quarter. 68 cents would come out of UNM, and by the end of the year, that would give me a total of $134.08, which is how this is kind of getting calculated. This isn't showing reinvested opportunity. I'm not sure what that means. And it goes over what do the analysts say. Not too caring about the analysts. You know, Apple, it's a buy right now, they say, at $185. And UNM, it's rated as underperform. They're saying that in the next 0 to 12 months, they're saying $41. It's currently sitting at $36.99. So it's been underperforming with rising interest rates. Let's see. I don't think rising interest rates would actually affect UNM. It's an accident and insurance company. When people have insurance, they go and buy these products, and then their insurance pays them. So, I'm not sure how. I need to look up the stock a little bit more to see a little bit more details. Now that is my IRA. I'm going to go ahead and flip over. Okay, so here is the Roth IRA. Before we get started here, you saw earlier that I had lost 0.97% of my equity in my account. Now, how did we compare to the S&P 500? Well, the S&P 500 during the month of June had lost 0.59%, so I actually lost more. I lost out to the S&P 500, and the Dow Jones had lost 1.48%, so I actually came out on top of the Dow Jones, so that's very positive there. And the Nasdaq had only lost 0.58%, so my portfolio did beat the Dow Jones, but did not quite beat the S&P 500 or Nasdaq, and that is primarily due to Apple being such a high investment in my portfolio. Now here's taking a look at my Roth IRA. How is my portfolio performing? Here we can see our cash balance is $26.37. It was up at $11,000 before I had moved all of my money into my business accounts. So this data here is going to be a little bit skewed and not really showing correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and show what's in my portfolio. That's where we're going to be heading here. So 95.9% is invested in equities, 4.1% in cash. I have some small mid-cap value, and some equity blend there. Here we're holding information technology. This is our TAIT, T-A-I-T, our electronic wholesaler. We have financials. This would be our NLY. This is our mortgage and management and fund company here, and 40% of our investment is there. And then our energy is BWP. This isn't currently showing the stock there, but it's 45%, and it's done pretty well. Not showing our performance there, but that's what we're going to be taking a look at here in just a second. So how are my holdings doing? So just as I had showed you here inside my Roth IRA, this is going to be kind of showing you the same numbers here once it actually loads. There we go. So BWP, from our initial buy point of $10.18, we are up 14.15%, which matches my buy-in stock performance there, so that's been very well. Oil, I believe, will continue to rise as we're producing it ourselves. Oil companies are going to be asked, our local national companies will rise because we're no longer going to be importing from outside, so we're going to see oil prices for the companies as a whole begin to rise. I still see the stock, I'm not sure where I would estimate it kind of topping out at, but up 14.15%. NLY, this is our mortgage and financial. This one's taking a little bit to load. I know it has a lot to load, but it's currently down by 0.10%. Not a whole lot there. I'm not worried about this one. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, those are the ones that kind of tank from month to month by percentages at a time. So down 0.10%. That one I could definitely live with. And it's just a small holding. I'm not too worried. And then we have our electronic wholesaler. I bought this one at $1.55. It's at $1.69 now. It's up 9.03%. So that is basically all I wanted to cover. We've covered my IRA, my Roth IRA, the gains for the month, or my losses for the month, actually went down 0.97%. Total equity, we went over Ford paying me out that 75 cents of dividends for the month of May. Now, my screenshot does show that I'm currently holding some cash in these accounts. I have $18.04 of cash sitting in my IRA, so I may reinvest that into, in my IRA. I'll probably end up picking one of my stocks here that I'm down, such as NLY, and just kind of buying into that. Or I'll maybe look up some other $1 or $5 kind of style penny stock to invest that money into. I don't want to invest any new capital into Merrill Edge. I don't want to do that right now. So I'll probably end up doing that. And Let's see, where'd my screenshot go? Okay, and I have $1.08 sitting in my Roth IRA, so not a big whoop there as well. So that's everything I wanted to cover for my Merrill Edge June 2018 recap. We covered all that we wanted to do. If you did like the video, remember to hit the like button if you're brand new to the channel. Subscribe. If you like the content, want to see something different during these monthly recaps, comment below. Let me know what you think. How was your performance due for the month of June? Let me know, did you go up? Did you go down? I know depending on your portfolio, whether you hold financials and oil, that can play a big difference, or technology. They got hammered towards the end with the tariff talks. Some financials or some technology stocks got a little bit hammered. If you hold Apple, let me know in the comment section below. I like to read your guys' comments. I reply to every single one of your guys' comments, so let me know in the comment section below. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.